problem was when you went to go talk to her lawyer and gave her lawyer all your info, that lawyer passed your info to Homeland Security.
Mm-hmm.
So at one point, the feds actually reached out to you.
Correct. Which they would have done anyway. I was one of the main guys. I was with her for 3 years or something. And on top of that, Clayton Howard was also investigated, or not investigated, but he was being questioned about his involvement in this. And he was constantly talking about me and trying to, because he was trying to find me. And he couldn't remember my name, so he was telling them about it. And they pulled up text messages and everything. They already knew. They would have reached out to me no matter what. There was nothing I could have done to get around this.
Okay, how'd you feel when the feds actually started to question you?
Well, when they first initially contacted me, I thought for certain this was a setup. I was like, oh, hell no, bro. Like, I thought this was Diddy's people reaching out to me. I thought they was going to try to kidnap me. And like, you know, I watched too much Scarface, man. But anyway, it sucked. This was the one thing I didn't want to be a part of. But at the same time, I still didn't know the totality of the situation. And so I still was thinking that Clayton and I were like two of the only guys. You hear things about, oh, there were other guys possibly. You just don't know how many. But it's scary. You feel like you don't want to be there, but at the same time, you feel like you want to help her. I still was like very much team Cassie at that moment. And even now, I'll tell you, the abuse that I saw her go through, I'm sorry, no woman deserves that, bro. Like there's not a female on earth that deserves for a man to do what that man did to her. And I think he certainly should pay for it. But, you know, after I found out just how many lies and how long we were involved in this for, and the danger that we were all in this entire time, and the fact that there was only 2 people, she knew just as much as he did how much of this was actually happening. It really made me angry. So, initially I wanted to help her. Now I'm just like, you know, I guess this just is what it is.
Okay. So the feds question you, and they met up with you like 5 times?
Yeah, roughly.
Okay, so you're going through this whole situation where you're going back and forth talking to the feds.
Mm-hmm.
And then the video comes out of Cassie getting beat up in the hallway at the Intercontinental Hotel. When you saw that video, because, well, you did see them actually interact in that type of way. The first domestic violence incident, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you saw that, were you like, yeah, that's pretty much what I saw?
It triggered me. It triggered me badly. I don't know if the prosecutor's notes ever come out publicly, but if they do, you will read about the fact that I had a full-on meltdown every single time that I went in and was questioned by them. Because every time I got to the part where I saw him doing that to her, the guilt that I've been holding for so many years, man. And then to see it again visually, you know, in a way where it's everywhere, all the time, constantly in your face, no matter where you go online, social media, news channels, it's there. And I was one of those guys that was physically there. I never dealt with it. I never addressed it. And so, you know, it definitely messed me up. And I was having a very hard time being questioned by the feds.
Well, yeah, up until that point, Diddy had an Instagram post saying all these lies about me are all fake and I will defend my family's honor and get to the bottom of the truth and everything else like that. Then that video came out. Then he posted a different video like, yo, fam, I was fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a dark place. I'm talking to God right now, trying to get close to my Christianity, and, you know, I need to get help. I mean, did you think that video was sincere when you saw Diddy?
Of course not. I mean, ain't that the video you would make? That's the video I would make if I
Right.
was if I was him. It would have probably been a lot better than that because I mean, it's just, the only and even then, I think it would have taken people to literally see Diddy online crying his eyes out, profusely apologizing to her, saying, you know what, I'm not even mad that it came out. I've been running from this. I don't want to run no more. Like, it would have took a moment like that for people to be like,
Right.
yo, this dude, it's really messed up.
Yeah.
But we can understand the human side of him. But that I mean, come on.
Right.
Nobody believed that.
Because that video comes out, and then Diddy's LA and Miami homes get raided.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start to realize that, oh, this is starting to get real.
Yeah.
When you saw the homes raided, what'd you think?
I thought that this was the moment that he was going down. I already knew it was coming.
Because you already talked to the feds.
I was talking to the feds. They were already telling me, and all the other people, I guess, involved in this, that he will be arrested. He will be taken down. Whatever. He knew he was going to be arrested. Like his lawyers were up to date on this. So it wasn't a shock, but I explain it like this. I say there's a very emotionally polarizing feeling that you feel. On one side, this is the guy that you idolized as a kid. I used to walk past his billboard in Times Square and literally talk to that thing, man. That billboard that he had with the mohawk, the runners marathon billboard. I used to be like, you gonna know me by first and last name, bro. We gonna do business together someday. Yeah, I know what the laugh is about.
Be careful what you
man.
ask for.
You gotta be more specific
Life
than
has
that,
a
right?
very, very interesting way of giving you what you ask for, but not exactly.
And so on one hand, there's that guy that right? And then you met him, and there were a lot of moments where dude was cool as hell, man. We sat down, we joked, we drank together, we ate together, like we had normal conversations, like we were, people on the block, just boys. And then on the other hand, you see this demonic person that not only what he did to this woman, but what that whole situation did to you as well. And it's a bittersweet feeling, man. It's just like you hate to see, another black man as well going down by his own accord. Let's be real. But you still hate to see another one of your brothers going down. And at the same time, that he has to, somebody has to stop this guy, because he's doing wild things to people.